Today on Suncoast View, Moat scientists address the public on the reason behind this year's red tide outbreak. We'll discuss what they had to say.
The life of Senator John McCain is being honored at the U.S. Capitol today. We'll talk to a neurologist to learn more about the type of brain cancer that caused his death.
And we'll help you get ready for the Labor Day holiday weekend with places to create indoor crafts and live music that you won't want to miss. All that and more right now on Suncoast View. Welcome to the show, and welcome back to the Player Center's Jeffrey Kidd.
Hi, happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Woo. Happy Labor Day weekend.
Yeah, long weekend. It's exciting.
A lot going on, that's for sure. So tell us what's going on at the Player Center.
Well, we're in rehearsal for our 89th season opener.
Oh,
89. Annie, get your gun.
Oh, that's a good classic.
So it's a classic. Yes, we can all start to sing all the songs at any minute now. You know, there's no business like show business.
That's right.
I always wanted to be Annie.
Doesn't everybody?
Yes.
Everybody wants to be Annie. Agreed. No, it's a great show. We have an amazing cast. We're in rehearsal, and it's going to be very exciting. So we're stoked.
Good.
Yeah.
And you just wrapped up a great summer with the kids,
Wow.
I know.
Yeah, I know. Lord, we just love having all that energy and all that vivaciousness and all. Oh, it's just exciting to have kids growing up at your theater.
Well, and you learn
it's a blessing.
so much from that time spent on stage. I mean, even if you're not going on to be a professional performer, it's just the life skills you take from doing
Getting
that.
along with others, dealing with change, stress,
Right.
pressure, you
Right,
know,
yeah.
Joy. My grandchildren were there at
Yes,
the
they
Players
were.
this summer.
Yay.
They loved it. They're still talking about it. They've got pictures of themselves that Grandma took
Yes.
on the wall. It was a great experience for them.
It's really one of our missions is to make sure that we're there for everybody. So, of course, we want people to just show up at the theater and be entertained, but we are an educational facility as well.
I love that.
Not that we don't want the kids to think that they're being educated. For them, they're just having fun.
Having
but
a good time.
But we all know that it's a life lessons.
Yes.
That they're
Well,
learning.
speaking of life, you have a full season with lots of life in it coming our way. Let's take a quick look at everything coming this
Yes,
season.
Our,
So you're
our season is Believe, our theme.
Okay.
Oh, I
Yes.
love that.
So
Yes.
Annie gets your gun. We know that she believes in what she can
believes,
do.
Exactly right. Vanya, Sonia, Masha, and Spike.
Who?
It's a great fun play.
This is new to me.
It's a crazy bunch of characters all on stage at the same time. Great fun. I'm directing it, so I'm excited about
good.
it. All shook up. Every great Elvis song in one show with a theme of a Shakespeare show called Twelfth Night. And then a little show called Hairspray. Maybe most people haven't heard about it, but that's our January show. And then 25th Annual Spelling Bee is our February show, which is quite exciting. And then we're ending our season with Stephen Sondheim's Follies, which is all about a group of people coming back to their old theater before it gets tore down.
89 seasons.
89.
And how appropriate as you continue to work toward your new theater building.
Exactly right.
Hopefully for season 90, perhaps.
Yes, maybe.
Maybe.
We're going to find out.
All right,
We will let
good.
you know.
All right, good. Well, we're proud of having the Player Center here and being such a big part of the Suncoast.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
we are.
I can't
Add
wait
so
to have.
much to
I
our
can't wait to
lives.
have both of you on stage.
Sign us up.
We're ready.
Exactly.
We're ready.
Just tell us what show you need us for.
I'm going to create a show just for you.
I want to see
like
the
that.
script.
All right, let's see who's in the Rice's Appliance Kitchen today. We welcome back Bob from Gold Rush Barbecue. What are we making today?
Hello. Well, we have the perfect Labor Day side dish if you're going to a barbecue, or it can be a dinner itself. It's a smoked bacon zucchini skillet dinner.
Ooh, all right. We love your
Yummy.
skillet dinners. Always easy to put together, and they smell great. So something we'll look forward to. Thanks,
There you
Bob. All right, Linda has big news. Jeffrey, we've been talking for about the last week and a half in the back to school mode.
Right.
That Linda has to pick up the kids after school and do the dreaded car line.
Wow.
Oh, I have dreaded this. You can't imagine, because you've got to do it right. There are a
Yes.
lot of people watching. All the parents in the line get really mad at
Yes,
you
they
if you
do.
goof up,
Yep.
if you stop, if you pull out of line, if you can't handle it, if you get the wrong kids.
That
So
would be
I was
bad.
supposed to do it every day since school started, and I always found excuses. And yesterday, I had to do it.
Uh-oh. And?
I learned so much. Face your fears. You can conquer them. Look, I've got both kids in the car in seatbelts. They were a little worried too. They were, I think, as nervous as I would. Can Grandmommy handle this? But nobody blew their horn at me. Nobody yelled at me. You can see they were really apprehensive at first, but they sort of came around. So face your fears. because now I'm not afraid to do this anymore.
You can-
Okay, you can do it.
I have proved to myself that I can take a real hard task and conquer it.
And if someone yells at you, yell back.
I was going to say, maybe people should just be a little nicer, maybe thinking that maybe it's somebody's first time.
Well, but maybe I was thinking back to the old days when this used to happen, because nobody actually yelled at me. But before, when I was driving my kids, I got yelled at a lot. So,
okay.
I just couldn't handle it for, 2 or 3 weeks.
You'll
but
be
I did
fine.
it, I did it.
Yep.
So now I can do anything.
You can.
if I
Unstoppable
can do that.
Friday.
And now Kathy says, thank heavens you can do daily pickup duty. She's off the hook.
I'm on.
It's your job now. It is time for our first hot topic. And despite the rumors circling the Suncoast, most scientists say pollution from Lake Okeechobee is not fueling our red tide outbreak. So it was a packed house last night at what they called a Meet the Minds panel discussion. It was set up to learn why the Suncoast is suffering so much from red tide this season. Moat's scientific conclusion, there is no one single cause or solution, and that what we are experiencing is not unprecedented, although it is bad. Scientists say there are many sources of land-based nutrients that contribute to things like these algae blooms. Figuring out how to better keep it at bay will be complex. I like this because it helps the rumor mill a little bit.
Yeah, but you know what? I bet it doesn't end it. I bet a lot of people out there still believe there is one simple cause to this, and if we stop doing that one thing, then the red tide will go away. Because you can prove things to people, but we still want the easy way out. The
easy
solution.
way out is that there should never be any more fertilizer used on anybody's anything ever again. But that can't happen.
But then if you think about everything that goes in the drains, when you're driving your car and that rubber on the road, all that, the rainwater rushes, I mean, there are so many chemicals that end up in our waterways, and it's embarrassing. I find it just embarrassing that it's taken us this long to figure out that, wow, some of the things we're doing are not good for the environment.
And I think it's not just one of the things or two of the things. It's a conglomeration of everything.
And what about that big oil spill where they dumped, thousands of gallons of oil in our Gulf? Did that not do anything to this?
Well, everything adds to it.
I think so.
they're saying.
Right, that's
Everything
exactly what
until
they're saying.
There's just more than the bay can handle.
We are messing up.
We are messing up.
We are
Collectively.
messing up. Collectively.
Yes, collectively.
Take responsibility.
And that's why they say it's such a complex situation.
Right.
It's because there's not one thing that we can have everybody stop doing to control an algae bloom. So, hopefully it was just all these different scenarios landed together on the same year.
Perfect storm.
Exactly.
But
and then it won't repeat.
Well, I also hope that they don't use that as an excuse to, we really can't do too much about it because it's all these things. I don't care that it's all these things. We've got to do something about this. It's horrible.
And hopefully we can do a bunch of little things that will then have a positive end result.
Right.
Well, like when we talked to Troy's Tropics earlier this week about the type of plants that you plant to avoid needing to use more chemicals than necessary and all of that. Everything matters.
And the chemicals you use. So we
choose
do
wisely.
have to make those changes.
We have to take responsibility as well.
Yep. I think it's very interesting, though, that they're trying so hard to at least get the correct information out there. But we would all like some more answers, and there's just not a lot to find. There's not a lot to find.
Wah.
Speaking of pollution issues, air pollution may do more than just affect your lungs. It can also negatively impact your brain. A study in the National Academy of Sciences says breathing polluted air results in a steep drop in verbal and math test scores. So this study followed 32,000 people in China over a 4-year period. The World Health Organization says 9 out of every 10 people on our planet breathe in highly polluted air. And the worst regions are Asia and Africa. Kind of a scary correlation that, we talked about how important it is to make sure our water supply is kept safe. I mean, air is another problem.
And we do have clean air here. We're very lucky
We
with
are
this.
very lucky.
We don't have to have our pollutants checked in our cars. And we always had to have that up north. That
Good
was
point.
one thing you had to do
Emissions
every
testing.
Yeah, the emissions
Yes,
testing
good point.
every year. But you do see that kind of pollution up north too. And in China, I was there, and you could hardly see your hand in front of your face.
Yeah, you
sometimes.
thought it was fog. When I was in China, I was like, it's so foggy this morning. They're like, yeah, that's not fog. It was like,
That's
wow.
completely alarming to me.
Smog.
Yeah.
Yeah, smog.
And Los Angeles is like that, but it's smog. And they're doing a lot to clean it up because it's fog and pollution mixed.
Right,
but
right.
we're lucky not to have it here yet, so we've got to make very sure we don't.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, the ocean breezes help us in ways that
They go all the way across.
that we can't,
Yeah, we blow our pollutants onto other people.
other water. Well, you know, that's Mother Nature. We'll
Yes.
just assume that.
All's fair.
Well, speaking of pollutants, the UK has a new solution for plastic water bottles that end up in landfills. They are small, bubble-like spheres of water. It's actually a gelatin, so it's like a little gelatinous package. To me, this looks like a large boba tea bubble. It's called an uho. It is edible, so after drinking the water, you actually eat this instead of throwing it away. That is if you don't mind eating and drinking kind of a squishy jellyfish-like blob. If you don't want to eat it though, you can toss it right onto the compost pile. This was invented solely to decrease the number of disposable bottles in landfills. In the UK alone, it's 16 million bottles trashed a day, with another 19 million more recycled. So do you know what I know they call them Japanese fruit candy. Sometimes you'll get them in the ice cream stores as a topper. Or if you know what boba tea is, the tea, milky tea that has the little bubbles in it.
Yeah.
That's the same gelatin-like substance.
It's like rice, right?
That they put the water inside.
Yeah.
So it's basically a 1 ounce serving of water or a 2 ounce serving of water in the bubble. The problem is you can't put a cap back on it. You can't carry it around with you. Once you bite it, you get the water, you're done.
But it will disappear, so you can put it on a compost pile.
Right.
Or it's not
Or
like
you
you've
can
got to
swallow
put it
it.
in garbage.
But like me, if you're carrying a bottle of water with you or something, then it has all these germs and stuff. Like you can't put those in your bag for later.
Yeah, you'd have to carry them in something else.
That's what
and
we
then
got
eat it.
1 ounce of water.
Well, they make different size ones, but it is definitely a single serving. Like once you bite it and break the gelatin barrier, you have to finish it. But
I wonder if they could put alcohol in there. Like, is that a bad question?
no, it's a funny
In your
question.
pants pocket.
You know?
I would assume they could put any liquid
Do a
they
little
like
shot
in
of
there.
tequila, you know? Oh, that's delicious.
That would be one way to get it accomplished.
Okay, just
Definitely Friday.
Just wondering, just wondering.
All right, so many of us are familiar with non-compete agreements from employers. They're usually designed to protect sensitive information when you leave a job. Well, now a new Massachusetts bill prevents the enforcement of non-compete agreements against minors, like students or other low-wage workers. In one case, a summer camp got a high school student to sign a non-compete agreement. It barred her from working at a different summer camp the following year. There are stories of even fast food restaurants doing this to their teenage minimum wage workers. Now, on the other hand, some states don't uphold any non-competes. What do you think about non-competes?
I think that it's great for the employer. And,
Yes.
and the people that are in charge. It's not so great for those of us that may not be in your ideal job position, and then you aren't allowed to grow in your and stay in the same area. So I think they're a little dicey and not really. I think this might be a good thing that they're paying attention to finally.
Yes,
Maybe?
and I do think
I
that
don't
they're
know.
an individual thing. All my career, I've worked under a non-compete
Yeah,
agreement.
yeah.
Most of us have. Yep.
And I've ended up working in 12 stations, so it didn't really hold me back from station to station.
But did
But
you
you
move?
moved.
Yeah.
Yes, I
Yeah,
moved.
but that's
I
how
moved.
you avoid it. If you're in one location, it can be very difficult. In terms of this ruling in Massachusetts, the fact that they're telling kids
Yeah.
they can't, I mean, good heavens, you're paying these people $8-9 an hour.
Right.
You
If
know,
that.
right, they should be able to go work where they want, but the labor demands for that teenage and low wage labor market is tough. It's hard to find good workers,
Well, you know,
so
I
they
read-
don't want to lose them.
There's a skilled thing though too, like a summer camp. You know, those could be skilled workers. These
Sure.
are people that understand how to work at a camp, and they don't want to
lose them.
lose students.
But then you better pay them enough so that they
That's
won't
right.
leave.
Right. Well, in the Silicon Valley, they say that the reason that they became such a force in technology is they did not have non-compete agreements.
Yep.
So people could job hop, take information with them, spread information around, and they kept moving technology up to the next step.
California is a no non-compete state.
So,
It-
so they
all
say
over,
that's
like-
why
yeah.
they've done so
Oh,
well.
And there's several, it's different state to state, which makes me crazy as someone who's moved around. You never know which state you're going to land in. Like Illinois does not have non-competes. California does not have non-competes.
Wow.
Florida does have non-competes.
Right.
So, and Massachusetts is narrowing down its rules. But
Interesting.
it is interesting because as Linda points out, it's a way to share valuable information to have progress for everyone.
and keep you from being stagnant. You know,
Right.
you can grow where
Right.
you live.
Yep.
Yes.
So it is what it is in this case, but we don't think we should hold back the kids. All right,
No.
Linda, you and I are always about finding a new diet plan that works for us,
Absolutely.
right? Do you like avocados?
Yeah,
Do you like getting paid?
I do.
Okay, so you could get paid to eat avocados. Listen to this.
Oh, okay, I'll sign up.
It's a study called the Habitual Diet and Avocado Trial. They need 1,000 people to sign up and eat one avocado every day for 6 months.
Oh, I'm in.
The purpose is the researchers want to see if avocados really do help with weight loss. Previous studies and a lot of research shows that they have those pro-heart fats that fight cholesterol, and they may even help lower blood pressure. Those who make it through all 6 months get $300 when this study is complete.
I thought you were going to say 300,000.
I know, but $300 might cover the cost of the avocados.
Yeah, right.
Would you like max out if you had to eat it I mean,
one avocado is not that much.
I could probably do
you
it.
have to eat it every day, though.
I could
so
do
even
that.
if you don't feel like it after day 40.
But you could do so many different things with it. You could have it on eggs. You could put it in a sandwich. I mean, I don't think they care what you do with it. They just want you to get the healthy
I could
fat.
just see myself like crying trying to eat an avocado.
Make guacamole out of it. I don't know.
That's true.
I think it would work.
I think I'm going to call
I think we should all do it and then document how it goes.
That would be fun. $300 is $300, you know?
Let's do it.
All right, we're going to check in with our mid-morning forecast. When we come back, an expert helps us talk through a new type of brain cancer.
So each day this weekend, we'll have an easterly wind flow, which will encourage these showers that form along the Atlantic coast to move into our area in the afternoon. You're going to have some pretty good lightning pops and some heavy downpours of rain under some of the thunderstorms that build this weekend. So remember your lightning safety tips. We have a lot of sunshine to start each and every morning, I think, but by afternoon, with the easterly wind flow colliding with our west coast sea breeze, showers and thunderstorms will start to blossom, probably around 1 or 2 o'clock every afternoon, and then start to lighten up just a little bit as we head into the 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock hours. We have an area of disturbed weather in the Atlantic, just to the north of Hispaniola, moving in this direction, and it is continued to be forecast to move into Gulf waters by the end of the weekend. That could enhance next week's rainfall, but for this weekend, the wet pattern continues. We're watching the tropics, and you'll hear the name Florence, a new tropical storm way out in the Atlantic.
Senator John McCain is lying in state at the U.S. Capitol this morning. He died last Saturday of brain cancer. Senator McCain was diagnosed with glioblastoma, an aggressive form of brain cancer, in July of 2017. And as we say goodbye to an American hero, so many questions arise about what killed him. Joining us now is Dr. Kyle Ruffing, a neurologist from the Intercoastal Medical Group. Welcome, Dr. Ruffing. Oh, we've got so many questions for you. What is this type of brain cancer that killed Senator McCain?
Well, a glioblastoma is a grade 4 astrocytoma, which is like the Category 5 hurricane of brain tumors. It's devastating, highly invasive, highly malignant, grows very quickly, and at this point, there's no cure for it.
What caused it?
It's complicated, and like many types of cancer, it's probably a combination of things. There may be some DNA damage that occurs as we age. There may be some genetic component to things. There may even be a virus that can affect us. And when we get this unregulated cell growth, that's when we develop these tumors that are unstoppable.
I have a question. With many cancers, it said if you catch it early, you know, your odds are better and all that. Is that true in this case?
No. It's if the pathology shows this glioblastoma, then the prognosis really depends on how old you are, and there may be some difference as far as surface markers on the tumor, because they're all a little bit different, but they're really incurable cancers.
Had it been growing, do you think, in his head a long time?
Probably not. They grow very rapidly, and he really just mentioned to his doctor that he was feeling a little tired, maybe a little foggy, and he mentioned that he was having some vision symptoms. And that led to his CAT scan, and then eventually his surgery, and then his diagnosis.
But we all feel those things sometimes. That's
Right.
what's so scary about that.
And most of the time, that's not going to be from a brain tumor. Most of the time, it's going to be other things. And our odds of getting this type of brain tumor are really very small, less than 1% that will have brain
1%.
cancer.
Because I think we've all been worried about that ever since then.
Yeah.
I think everybody's been thinking that. Does it just happen to old people?
No, it can happen at any age. It's more common as we age because of things like DNA damage and things that we're exposed to, but it can happen to young people as well.
So as a neurologist, when, you know, as Linda says, we all at some point feel foggy or tired or have vision issues. Do you recommend then that we do contact a doctor? Linda always says, I feel silly going to the doctor and telling him that I have something everybody feels, you know? But in this case, it was really crucial that he mentioned that.
Sure. No, I think it's important to talk with your doctor about how you feel. And there are generally things like warning signs that there may be something else going on besides just, you know, day-to-day type of things. And,
Right.
and in Senator McCain's case, it was really the vision symptoms that sort of alerted his doctor to
That's
say,
a red flag.
maybe there's
Okay.
something else that's troubling him.
Now, are there treatments?
There are treatments. Most people with glioblastoma will get surgery to remove the tumor, and they try to remove it as much as they can. But this type of tumor sends out little fingers and little tentacles into other areas of the brain that they can't resect, they can't see. Then people will generally get radiation to the brain, and that helps survival, and usually chemotherapy. But there are a limited number of types of medicine that these people can receive that show any benefit.
Did Senator McCain do all of those things?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm
His
trying to remember
records
what I
are classified. Most
Right.
likely he did. Most
Now-
likely he received radiation, chemotherapy, and surgery.
You have a young patient that has this condition. Are there new things on the horizon to treat her?
Yes, there's really an explosion of research in treating these tumors. This is one of my patients. She's an amazing person, Denise. And these are pictures of her up at Duke University where she goes to get her treatment. She is in an experimental protocol where they use a genetically engineered polio virus.
Oh.
And these photos of her getting her infusion into the tumor itself. And these are photos of the tumor. These are her most recent MRI scans. The ones on the right are her last one. The ones on the left are more recent. And the tumor looks bigger, but it actually is thought to be a good thing because they think her immune system is damaging the tumor. So her immune system is fighting against the tumor and damaging it and causing the swelling. And they think that's going to help her as far as how long she can live with this.
But there is no cure for it.
There is no cure yet. There's a lot of research into some very interesting treatments involving nanoparticles, vaccines, viral delivery systems, things to try to get these tumor cells to stop growing.
Yes, well, we are hoping this research works very, very soon. Thank you so much for all of this information. And if you want more information about glioblastoma and other health issues, go to intercoastalmedical.com. Next, the Suncoast celebrates Labor Day with parades, picnics, and plays.
What to expect when you're expecting a teenager.
Today we're talking about how to wake up your teen, and this works literally every time.
Good kisses. Good kisses. You heard how loud
I heard. It wasn't you. It was the...
Is that bacon?
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Another pair of satisfied emotions. Looks to me like elation and maybe some amazement. It's part of the Honda Summer Spectacular Event experience. You could say satisfaction comes standard here, just like the Honda Accord comes standard with a luxurious, roomy interior. All at the Honda Summer Spectacular Event.
We see it all the time.
Visit your local Honda dealer and test drive the Honda Accord, 2018's North American Car of the Year.
This is an important message for anyone with Medicare. You may be eligible for an all-in-one Medicare plan that combines hospital, medical, and prescription drug coverage together with extra benefits that may include dental, vision, hearing aids, and much more. Some of these plans have a $0 monthly premium regardless of your income. That's right. For one low plan premium, or in some cases a $0 premium, you may be able to get coverage for your hospital visits, doctor appointments, prescription drugs, routine dental care, eyeglasses and contact lenses, hearing aids, and possibly more. Today may be the first time you've heard about this type of Medicare plan. The advisors at the Medicare.com helpline are licensed insurance agents who will explain more when you call. Call now to see if you qualify. Call the number on your screen now. Call now to see if you qualify for for these benefits. You worked hard for your Medicare. Now is the time for your Medicare to work hard for you. Not affiliated with or acting on behalf of any government agency or program.
Zeus, are you trying to watch yourself again on TV? I know that you're excited about the new season of Animal Outtakes.
That's a boy. Good job.
New episodes, new animal adventures, and an all-new time.
Join us for Animal Outtakes every Saturday morning on ABC 7. And you can look for us at a new time starting September 15th.
Welcome back. Well, it is hard to believe, but it is Labor Day weekend, and the Suncoast is ready to celebrate. So Linda's got a few ideas of things we can do.
What happened to the summer?
I have no idea.
But Labor Day is not going to be dull around here. Labor Day celebrations started in 1882 when workers in New York City got together and planned a big parade. It was so much fun, the tradition spread across the country, and in 1894, Labor Day officially became a national holiday. The biggest Labor Day parade here on the Suncoast is in Inglewood. It is the grand finale of the 62nd annual Inglewood Pioneer Days Festival. The parade steps off at 9 a.m. sharp Labor Day morning, but leading up to that parade is a part of the festival, and it is a cardboard boat race. Saturday morning, registration starts at 9 a.m., and the race is at 11. This year is at Ann Devers Memorial Park. In Venice on Saturday and on Sunday, it's the annual Venice Labor Day Craft Festival. More than 80 artists and craftsmen will turn Miami Avenue into an outdoor art gallery. And you know, for 72 years, the Sarasota Sailing Squadron has had a huge regatta on Labor Day weekend.
Right.
It's such a tradition here, but it's canceled this year because of red tide. So we will not see those beautiful boats out there.
That's too bad.
But there's something new, something we have not had before in Benderson Park.
Yes.
It is a brand new event on September 2nd from 2 to 9 p.m. The inaugural Reggae Pond Lake pre-Labor Day party and concert.
Say that fast.
I don't think I can say that again.
I love that it's at Benderson.
It is at Nathan Benderson Park, and there are going to be a lot of local reggae bands, including, of course, Job Movement, who we love a lot, and there'll be a kids area with lots of things for them to do. You can rent stand-up paddleboards and kayaks, and there's just going to be a lot of fun there. Now, if you want to get inside and out of the heat and those occasional downpours, Gilbert and Sullivan Unplugged is playing right now at Florida Studio Theater. It's playing Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but I can tell you those tickets are going very, very fast. So get out and get those tickets, and all of those events are going to be so much fun.
Be active. Do something fun this weekend.
It's a nice mix of things. Some outdoor festivals, some craft shows. The area theaters are, of course, busy. So, you know, a little something for everyone.
Yeah, if you're bored, it's your own fault.
You should
don't
have to
me.
exactly. There's no labor involved in having fun.
Yes,
exactly.
So go have fun.
And if all else fails, you can sleep. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Or go shopping. There's good sales this weekend.
Ooh,
that's true.
A lot of them. All right, coming up next, a good rainy day weekend activity that will also get us in the mood for fall. We'll have Maker's Market with us next.
Helping families with mesothelioma is all we do. My firm has been offering a free book on mesothelioma for over 10 years. Since that time, hundreds of people with mesothelioma have trusted us to represent them. We have local offices throughout the U.S. and there is no risk to you. Mesothelioma really is all we do. Call us at 1-800-485-6000. That's 1-800-485-6000. Or go to mesoonlylaw.com.
Here's something we bet you didn't know. Nearly half of all cancers can be prevented. That's right, half. Nearly 50%, mostly by making small everyday changes in your diet and controlling your weight, walking more, eating less, and eating foods that help you and your family to seriously reduce the risk of cancer. And of course, by not smoking. Visit the Cancer Prevention Together We Can website and get a free 30-day planner filled with tips, recipes, stats, and more about protecting your family. Go to prevent50.org.
ABC 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you. Watch ABC7 wherever you are on our live stream on mysuncoast.com, on the ABC7 My Suncoast app, powered by the Eye Associates, providing sight for life, featuring traffic maps and live radar, dining with recipes, and My Suncoast Restaurant Guide. Visit mysuncoast.com. Click on the Apps tab to download the ABC7 My Suncoast app for Apple and Android.
At Boys and Girls Clubs, it's not just about trying new things.
Tanya, come here.
Learning the right steps.
2, 3, 4.
Or making contact. It's not just about exploring the future. It's about helping them build it. It's about making the connection. It's about proving every kid and teen who enters our doors has what it takes. Great futures start here.
Did you know you could get life insurance for less than 32 cents a day? With guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TrueStage, you can get up to $25,000 in protection with a single phone call. TrueStage can help free your family from immediate financial stress when you're gone.
Utility bills, mortgages, car payments, those are a lot of things that can add up pretty fast.
And even if you're on a fixed income, prices fit your budget, starting at less than 32 cents a day. Plus, your price will never increase and your benefit will never decrease. And with no medical tests or health questions, you cannot be turned down for any reason. Call 1-800-842-7189 now for a free, no-obligation quote. TrueStage offers plans to fit your budget. Help protect your family from immediate financial burdens after you're gone with guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TrueStage. Call 1-800-842-7189 now.
Welcome back to Suncoast View. We're going to check back in with Chef Bob from Gold Rush Barbecue. And Bob, I know you have an original sauce, but tell us about the expanding line you're creating.
Well, with the Stevia Sweet especially, we just got our 3rd restaurant distributor. So now we have U.S. Foods, Cisco, and Gordon Foods for the restaurants out there. And in the stores, we released our new Heat, which has this cool little emoji flame on there and the word heat. So it's a little spicy at the end, but we're just beyond thrilled. Lucky's Market's going statewide. And another Sarasota company, Troyer's, is now distributing our product throughout small family grocery stores throughout
Good.
throughout the state.
When you are out and about in Florida, we'll be looking for the Gold Rush label and Stevia Sweet. All right.
Got it.
Looks good. We'll join you in just a little bit.
Okay.
So it's a little hard to get into the spirit of fall and pumpkins and football when our temps will stay very summer-like for another couple of months. But one way to get that fall feeling is with some seasonal home decor. So Jennifer Bate and Jennifer Gunter from Maker's Market are here to show us some things that we can create ourselves with some help at Maker's Market. Welcome.
Thank you.
Fall to me is when I get so homesick for being up north, just because we don't have fall really.
No.
So this is the perfect way to get in it, is to deck out the pumpkins.
She's already wanting to decorate.
Yeah. I'm totally with you. I'm right. Once September comes.
We've got fall with young kids. They're already thinking about it.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit about Maker's Market. You actually make creating a lot easier.
Yes, we supply everything. You just bring your wine and play with power tools at the workshop.
Wow. So when you say play with power tools, anything that we would need to cut or saw or do anything is already there?
Well, you're not sawing. Everything's already put together. Our insurance wouldn't cover that. So,
so you're worried about that part.
So my dad's a master carpenter. He builds everything, and then you come and paint it and stain it, and then you use stencils and you create your artwork. So we teach you how to cheat at art. And so you're using sanders, nail guns, drills, so those type of things, but no saws.
Which is great though, because I don't have a nail gun and I don't have those things, but yet I also don't think I can create anything either, but you could prove all of that wrong.
Yes, yeah, definitely.
I was going to ask about your dad. So your dad is still building all the bases for all these projects?
Yeah, he started, not with us, but he started when he was 14. He's been building for 50 years. Wow. And we took him out of retirement, and so hopefully he sticks with us and doesn't want to retire again.
I bet he's having a good time with it.
He is. He loves it.
I hope he doesn't have a
loves building.
Clause.
Yeah.
What a fun family project.
Maybe we should make him sign one.
Yeah, exactly. It's a fun family project for your family, but it can certainly also be a family project for all of us. So let's get into the fall theme a little bit here and show us what you brought and teach us how it works.
So this is our little boo. You can make it, well, it's not little, but it's pretty big.
Ooh, a good door hanger.
Yes, you can put it on the door. You can get different size letters. It just depends on where you want to put it.
Okay.
Any of the craft stores, and typically you can find a coupon for any of the craft stores too.
Yes.
So it's not an expensive project.
Okay.
So we just got the unfinished boo. So these are MDF because they are MDF. We're going to use acrylic paints rather than any water-based
Okay,
paint.
what's MDF?
I was going to ask that question.
I was going to look that
It's
up.
a moisture thing.
It's just the type of wood it is?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not really wood, it's like a compressed material.
Compressed. Okay,
wood.
that's why we go to see you, because you know all these things.
Yeah.
All right, so Jeffrey, what does he need to do to get him going? A base color?
Yeah.
Are
Do you
we
want
basing orange?
Yep.
I love orange.
See, my door is black, so this
Me
wouldn't show up
too.
on my door. So
Yes.
I would have to do orange.
Okay.
Yeah, a cute idea too is you could do kind of like a candy corn theme where you're doing like orange and work your way up and do white. So you do your make your boo look like a candy corn.
That's a good idea. Well, you guys are
Yes.
full of great ideas. I know your Facebook page is a good place to go, even if you're just looking for your own decorating ideas to
Yeah,
to
we have
add.
every night we take pictures of our guests and we put them on our Facebook, and so you can see all the projects. Like I mean, you could have 20 people in the room and they're all doing something different.
Right.
And even if they're doing the same design, they all turn out different.
Right. All right, speaking of designs, Linda, we're going to put you to work here
Yes.
too, because Jeffrey's going to put a base coat on. So now you have the letter B.
Yes.
And do you want her to put some polka dots on it? Or?
Yes.
Just like those?
Yes. So what you do is just kind of dip the end of the paintbrush. So
Which
you
one?
take
The
any
tiny one?
any size. So I brought a few different size paintbrushes. So the end, the handle.
Okay. Oh,
The handle. Yes.
Oh, my
You're using it
goodness.
the opposite way this time. So you dip and then kind of tap off,
Tap, tap,
tap, tap,
So
and
then you
then
use
make a
the
dot.
end. That's a good idea.
Yeah. So you don't have to have a stencil for this. So this is something that you can do at home.
Okay, so I make a lot of dots?
Just randomly
Random
dotted.
polka dots.
Random dots.
So help everybody understand how your projects work. Do you
Yes.
have a pile to choose from at any one time? Do you do specific events where there's a set project everyone works together? How does that work?
Most of our evening workshops are pick any projects. So we have like a ton. It's kind of overwhelming when you look at the website. We're in the process of redoing things, but you can pick from wood signs to home accessories. Some nights we do bigger projects, so we do blanket ladders and book bins. And,
Okay, so if I know that I,
Yeah.
say, want a wood tray or
Yes.
something for an ottoman, you
Yeah.
know, I could look on your website
Yes.
and see what type of things I could make.
Yep, and that would be pick any project. So you can do it during the week, Tuesday, Thursday at 11, or during the week in the evening at 6:30.
Okay, and then I know we should keep our eye out for good workshops, I'm sure with the
Yes.
holidays coming. Fall, I know, is a huge home decor holiday all by
Yes.
itself, but then of
Yes.
course we get into the ultimate.
I keep telling people to book in September so that you get your stuff done, because once all those parties start, because we do private parties too, so once
Okay.
all those private parties start, it's going to be kind of hard to get in, but don't, you know, maybe book early. So we're going to start putting holiday workshops on the website so that
Okay.
you can book now.
And what about things like book clubs who are looking for an outing, or
definitely.
work groups
Yeah.
that are looking for an outing?
Yeah,
Those are all
definitely.
things that you can
Yeah.
do? All right, and you said BYOB is okay? Yes. Power tools and wine?
Yeah, baby.
What about kids, though?
Kids, yep.
Yep, we do Saturdays and Sundays at 10 and 1. It's called open paint, so it's just a one size board. It's a 12 by 16. Those, you pre-register as far as you reserve your seat, but when they come in, they actually pick their stencil.
Okay.
So it's easier. Usually people aren't drinking during the day, but you know, we don't judge. So those are better for the kids, daytime workshops. It's less, we have a smaller group.
Right.
So we don't have as many people. Birthday parties, we have a lot of birthday parties.
Okay, that's
the
good
kids
to
do
know.
on weekends.
Well, and the stuff that you've brought down front is absolutely adorable.
Yeah.
So if you are trying to get into the fall spirit, if you're thinking early about holiday gifts, there's nothing people appreciate more than something you have made with your own two hands, Linda.
I'm going to give this
The letter B
I'm
for
gonna
me.
give this to you, Stephanie.
Thanks. I'm gonna get booed. So find them online at makersmarketdiy.com and follow them on Facebook for the latest on all the events. Coming up next, we're going to learn about the different kinds of nut milk.
Very therapeutic.
This is an ABC 7 News Update.
Good morning, I'm Ray Collins. Today at noon, Senator John McCain's body has arrived at the nation's capital, where he'll lie in state today. He'll be remembered tomorrow in a service at the National Cathedral in Washington. Former Presidents George W. Bush and Barack Obama will deliver eulogies for McCain. And also the Queen of Soul will be remembered today. Celebrities will stop by a church in Detroit to say a final goodbye to Aretha Franklin. Now for the weekend forecast, here's First Alert meteorologist John Scalzi.
Ray, thank you very much. Quiet conditions each and every morning, just as we're seeing on radar right now. However, as we head into the afternoon hour, we'll see showers and thunderstorms build. And some of the rain will be heavy with numerous lightning strikes as well. That's true right straight through the weekend with this easterly wind flow. So lightning safety is an important consideration this weekend. The forecast calls for daytime highs in the low 90s each and every day with a good rain chance.
Planning a Carnival Fantasy Cruise out of Mobile? Then check out the park and cruise packages at the luxurious Battle House and Renaissance Riverview Plaza hotels. Stay at the Battle House for $169 per night or the Riverview Plaza for just $149 per night and leave your car for the duration of your cruise. Includes transportation to and from the cruise terminal. If you're cruising out of Mobile, come stay with us. Call 1-800-MARRIOTT or visit Marriott.com now.
Clogged pores are disgusting. Introducing DermaSuction, the easy way to suck that yuck out of your pores. DermaSuction removes blackheads and dirt from your pores. Just look at everything it extracts. The secret's the gentle vacuum action. Watch as DermaSuction extracts so much yuck, leaving your skin feeling clean and youthful.
The gunk that had been pulled out, I was pretty horrified, but better in the DermaSuction than on my face.
It's almost addictive because you can see all this stuff coming out of your skin that you don't even really know is there.
Call now to order your DermaSuction for just $19.99. We'll also include our small and large body probes, the Sonic Microdermabrasion probe, and the handy travel case, all absolutely free. Order now and you can double the offer. Just pay a separate fee. You can get all this, but you have to order now.
Call 1-800-213-9301. That's 1-800-213-9301. Or visit dermasuction.com. So call 1-800-213-9301 now.
Me, pick me. Oh, come on, man. Oh, man, I love technology. Hey, check out my new phone. Look at this right here. For years, the DeSoto Club has needed improvements. Join me and Boys and Girls Club of Manatee County as we raise money to build a brand new facility. It will be bigger and better, just like it was 40 years ago when I attended. Invest in kids, build great futures.
Get local news and information from the team you trust. Like ABC7 WWSB on Facebook to stay connected to the Suncoast.
A new milk substitute came on the market recently that may just send those cows back to their pastures. It's called Pure Nut Milk. And we welcome Vicki Cleves-Gregory, the pharmacist who came up with the idea. Welcome, Vicki.
Thank you.
So you're a pharmacist and you have twin babies.
I do.
Is that what inspired you to look for this kind of thing?
Absolutely. They're 13 years old now, though.
Oh,
they're not babies anymore, but yes. I started seeing when they were about 3 years old, there was an effect that certain foods had on their behavior. And that started me down this whole pathway, investigating the different foods and what was in the food that was affecting my children. And then I started seeing it in the pharmacy, different people with chronic diseases that I believe is directly related to the food supply.
Wow. So there is a shift away from regular cow's milk now. What is your milk? Tell me about your milk.
So I make almond milk, and there is 6 grams of protein in every cup, compared to usually less than 1 in the commercial brands. I use a process that has never been done before. We just filed a patent for it. I worked with the Florida Department of Agriculture for over a year to develop this process.
How's it different from the regular almond milk?
So the store brands contain a paragraph of ingredients. They have a lot of fillers, a lot of thickeners, because the average product has less than 2% almonds.
Oh,
so what is it?
What?
Yeah. So less than 2% almonds. So it's primarily thickeners, fillers, emulsifiers. So you'll see a lot of the gels. The guar gel, the xanthan gum.
And you're actually looking now at the difference between the two. So
yes.
Which is this?
This is the store-bought one, this
brand,
light-colored brand here.
The gray.
Yes, gray.
Yes.
That would be very accurate. And then this is your almond milk. Because I know if you actually take an almond and send it through a Vitamix or something like that, it creates the milk. I mean, there's a milk that comes out of the nut. Yes. But you're saying that the store-bought one doesn't have much of that and just has a bunch of junk in it.
Exactly.
All right. Will we taste the difference?
Let's have have a taste test.
Okay.
And now lactose-wise, because Milk and I don't agree with each other very well.
Yes.
This is
Lactose-free.
Lactose-free.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Yes.
I'm dying to try it.
So which one do you want us to try first?
So first we'll do the unsweetened.
Is this
and
unsweetened
yes,
almond milk?
that's
Okay.
the unsweetened.
All right, so
let's pass one to Jeffrey.
So, and I don't know if you want to try the store brand, but you can compare them, just like with the wine tasting. You can smell it, you can look at the difference, you can see how that is gray. Mine has a light brown almond color.
So this would be the highest of the healthy. No added sugars, no added flavors, just straight almond milk. All right,
Can I try them?
Linda's going to be brave.
This is the store-bought.
Yes.
Right.
Great.
The
Well,
unnamed.
that's going to be a lot sweeter because this is very almondy.
Yes.
And natural tasting,
Yes.
which is great.
Yes.
Actually.
4 ingredients.
4 ingredients.
Oh, you're so right, because this is much sweeter.
They
This
have
almond
to-
milk is much sweeter.
Yeah.
Is that sweetened store brand?
No, it's just the.
That's the unsweetened
Yeah, I
one.
can't name the brand.
Right,
but,
sure, but it has a different flavor. Okay, but then you said you also do yours in flavors.
I do have 2 other flavors that I do. So we have the coffee, which we should probably try next. I make a cold brew coffee, and
You
I
had us
put
at coffee.
I put the almond milk with the cold brew coffee.
Okay.
So it's just a nice clean coffee flavor with the almond
Yeah,
milk.
that's pretty amazing.
Nice.
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
we're very big coffee fans. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, and actually, I'm not a big coffee fan, but this is really delicious.
Thank
I mean, you get the feeling. I mean, I hate to say it, but it tastes healthy. Is
Right.
that weird?
Yes.
That sounds
It
bad?
tastes like it's giving you energy.
It tastes clean.
I feel it right
It's
now.
clean.
Oh,
It is
Linda.
a clean
It tastes
label.
Okay, there's one
Energy.
more. Let's try the
And
other one.
so this is the really big decadent one. This is
Oh, yeah.
the
Oh, I love
Mayan cacao, which is a chocolate, and it's sweetened with raw local honey.
Oh.
So
Okay.
all good stuff.
So again, no added sugar other than
The raw local honey,
Yeah.
which is really good for allergies.
Oh my.
Okay, that's wonderful.
Oh wow. That is
Oh,
right
it
up my.
is- oh my
That's
goodness.
right up my
It
alley.
is so good.
Yeah.
It
Delicious,
is
isn't it?
so
So
good.
all of this is clean, all of this is pure, and in your research and scientific background, that's your goal, is to provide people with clean eating.
Oh, but good taste will go a long
Yeah, well,
way.
yeah, and it gets the thumbs up there.
To raise the standards of the almond milk industry. The standards are so horribly low, and there are millions of people that are purchasing these products thinking that they're healthy alternatives.
Oh, well, this one is
Well,
so
where do
good.
we
Thank
get
you
that?
so
Where do we
much,
get
Vicki.
that?
For
So-
more information, just because you asked Jeffrey,
Yeah.
for more information, you can find her online at purenutmilk.com. And we'll be right back.
When I was growing up, my mom told us, always treat others the way you want to be treated. She did business with companies that shared her values, like Mutual of Omaha. She had a guaranteed whole life insurance policy through United of Omaha Life Insurance Company, a Mutual of Omaha company. When my mother passed away, her United of Omaha policy helped cover her funeral expenses and bills, and they had money on its way to us within 24 hours.
United of Omaha is here to take care of you. When you call the number on your screen, we'll help find the right policy for you. If you're between 45 and 85, you can get coverage up to $25,000 with no medical exam. Call us right now at the number on your screen.
Now I know I'll be taking care of my family, even after I'm gone.
United of Omaha guaranteed whole life insurance. Call or go online now. Be there for their future.
Every week on Animal Outtakes, it's a new animal adventure. When our feathered friends are in need of some help, there is a place that is strictly dedicated to birds. We are visiting the Seaside Seabird Sanctuary. And we're meeting this sleepy tiger. And Onyx deserves a rest. He's had a difficult past. Join us this week on ABC 7.
Our nation's servicemen and women show great courage and leadership both on and off the battlefield. When they transition to civilian life, they can apply the skills and values they learned in the military to the workplace. That's why the Coalition to Salute America's Heroes is urging employers everywhere to be smart, bet on a vet. Hiring a veteran is also a great way to show your appreciation for them. To learn more, call 1-888-44-SALUTE.
Pets bring so much joy to our lives. They're loyal, they're protective, and smart. Yet as smart as our pets might be, they can't advocate for themselves, especially in the event of a natural disaster. During Hurricane Harvey, many families were separated from their pets. That's why it's important your pet is part of your family's disaster preparedness plan. Talk to your veterinarian and visit banfieldfoundation.org/disaster. Don't save it for a rainy day.
We're losing exotic animals on a daily basis, and the ones that we have in captivity are really the ambassadors for their wild counterparts. I'm Clayton Rozier from the Big Cat Habitat and Gulf Coast Sanctuary, housing over 150 exotic animals that needed a great home. And if you love animals, please help them. Do it locally. Support your local no-kill shelters, your local wild animal sanctuaries. Make a difference where you can.
Okay, this is creeping me out. We know that there's some crazy creatures here in Florida. This may top them all. This is a 7-foot lizard on the loose in Davie, Florida. It's called a monitor lizard. Now, here's the good news. They do not hurt humans, and in fact, they're not really very interested in us. But Florida Fish and Wildlife can't catch it. It is literally wandering around a neighborhood. He even went up and banged its nose on a screen door, asking to come inside. What would you do if one of those walked up on your patio?
Oh my goodness. Well, I tried to chase an alligator away for a lady once by banging on the door. The alligator just turned and broke the door with his tail. So don't call me for help.
Well, what should you should probably call somebody, right?
Well, Florida Fish and Wildlife has been like wandering around the neighborhood with, various baits and whatnot to try to get the guy to come close enough so they can trap him, and he's fast.
The warmer it is, the faster they are.
Oh, that's interesting.
Because they're reptiles. So there's actually some on the way to my gym, and they're fast. You can see them running around.
Well, hopefully they're not that big. So anyway,
my goodness.
But I'll leave you on that thought for a Friday. Coming up next, much more pleasant. We're going to the kitchen with Gold Rush Barbecue. Look at that fresh produce.
This is an ABC 7 News Update.
Good morning, I'm Stephanie Webb. Coming up today at noon, as you get ready to hit the road for Labor Day travel, we're going to tell you what state troopers are looking for this holiday weekend. Plus, if you are on the road, we're going to tell you where to find the cheapest gas here on the Suncoast. Right now, though, let's check in with First Alert meteorologist John Scalzi.
So right through the weekend, we'll continue with an easterly wind flow. What does that mean? It means showers from Atlantic coast will be pushed into our area each and every afternoon. Remember your lightning safety tips this weekend. 2/3 of the lightning deaths occur with recreational outdoor activities. We have across the region plenty of sunshine to start each and every morning, I think, for the next several days. But then with that easterly wind, moisture transported with a sea breeze front building will cause showers and thunderstorms to form, with about a 60% chance each day, except Sunday may be a little bit less. But nevertheless, we'll continue to watch good chances of rainfall bring showers and at times heavy rain.
The following message is brought to you by Mesobook.com.
People who have been diagnosed with mesothelioma have many questions. How did I get this disease? What are my treatment options? How will this affect my loved ones? You need answers, which is why we offer a free book written by medical professionals who have treated mesothelioma.
Call toll-free at 1-800-777-1366 or go to mesobook.com.
Did you know you could get life insurance for less than 32 cents a day? With Guaranteed Acceptance whole life insurance through TrueStage, you can get up to $25,000 in protection with a single phone call. TrueStage can help free your family from immediate financial stress when you're gone.
Utility bills, mortgages, car payments, those are a lot of things that can add up pretty fast.
And even if you're on a fixed income, prices fit your budget, starting at less than 32 cents a day. Plus, your price will never increase and your benefit will never decrease. And with no medical tests or health questions, you cannot be turned down for any reason. Call 1-800-842-7189. Now, for a free, no-obligation quote, TrueStage offers plans to fit your budget. Help protect your family from immediate financial burdens after you're gone with Guaranteed Acceptance whole life insurance through TrueStage. Call 1-800-842-7189 now.
Don't allow your weight to threaten your health or control your future. Excess weight or obesity can cause emotional and physical health risks. But you can take control. The Your Weight Matters campaign offers free resources and tips to help you measure and understand your weight. Take the Your Weight Matters Challenge. The free toolkit prepares you to speak with a healthcare provider about your weight. Your weight does matter. Take the challenge and take control today.
Download the all-new ABC7 First Alert Weather app now.
This is an important message for anyone with Medicare. You may be eligible for an all-in-one Medicare plan that combines hospital, medical, and prescription drug coverage together with extra benefits that may include dental, vision, hearing aids, and much more. Some of these plans have a $0 monthly premium regardless of your income. That's right. For one low plan premium, or in some cases a $0 premium, you may be able to get coverage for your hospital visits, doctor appointments, prescription drugs, routine dental care, eyeglasses and contact lenses, hearing aids, and possibly more. Today may be the first time you've heard about this type of Medicare plan. The advisors at the Medicare.com helpline are licensed insurance agents who will explain more when you call. Call now to see if you qualify. Call the number on your screen now. Call now to see if you qualify for these benefits. You worked hard for your Medicare. Now is the time for your Medicare to work hard for you. Not affiliated with or acting on behalf of any government agency or program.
Welcome back. We're here in Rice's Appliance Kitchen with Chef Bob from Gold Rush Barbecue. What are you making, Chef Bob?
Well, today, like I said, Labor Day weekend, and you have to bring a side dish, or it can even be a complete dinner, is a smoked bacon zucchini skillet dinner. Very simple ingredients, but with bacon, how can we go wrong?
Right.
But you do want to start with bacon. So we're going to take about a half a pound of bacon. It's a full recipe. We're going to take some of it and put it in the skillet.
Killing me right now.
And then the skillet, we're going to brown the bacon up because this dish is basically all cooked when we put it in the oven. We're just going to do some last-minute heating up of the sauce, but we don't have a lot of time to make this bacon all nice and crispy. But you basically want to get it to be, about like this, that we have right here.
A typical crisp.
Right. And when you're cooking the bacon, of course, you're going to get the oil in there. And the oil is going to fry and flavor the zucchini. We don't have to add any salt or anything because the bacon has a salt in it.
So zucchini, I'm guessing, tastes a lot better with bacon fat involved.
Absolutely. So we're going to take that.
Just saying.
What doesn't, Steph?
Exactly.
So you can either move the bacon to the side and at least take half of it out again, but picture it like this.
Okay, right. We're skipping ahead.
Yes. Jeffrey, could you add that zucchini right into the
I like this concept of using the bacon fat.
So you just kind of just put it all in there.
Really?
There you go. All of that. Nice. Now again, we're going to cook this basically, completely. And I like my zucchini to have a little bit of brown to it and, get a little translucent.
Get a little caramelization.
Right. But once you've done that, you have your bacon in there. Then you're going to add a little bit more of the bacon inside. All right. And then to give the dish a little more flavor, we're going to put some green olives in there.
All right.
And you want to put about half of them inside, again, to flavor it up. And then we're going to do some stewed tomatoes. I like to use the ones that have the Italian seasoning in them.
Okay,
so
you don't
again,
have
your
to
seasoning's basically done.
This is nice and simple.
There are some of us that don't understand spices.
Right, so you have them right in there.
So
we're doing the stewed tomato, and then you can use diced tomato, or you could even use I've already made pasta sauce. Or you could even put a little barbecue sauce in there if you want to.
I love that you're using
But the standard thing is, right.
I love that.
So you put in your tomato there, so you got some good flavor going. And then, the bacon's going to get a little greasy, of course. And there's a time there where you could spoon out some of the oil if you want to, but you don't have to because we're going to be putting in about 2 ounces of croutons.
Hello.
Again, these are like an Italian-style crouton or Caesar crouton, whatever you want to use. But it's going to do a couple things. It's going to kind of hold the dish together, and then it's also going to absorb some of that oil and the juice from the zucchini.
So they won't be
make
crunchy.
it more of a bake. Right.
The
zucchini won't be crunchy. It'll be nice and tender. Again, because it's cooked more. Then to finish it off, we're going to do some mozzarella cheese on top.
This would be a good side dish for the holidays.
It really would.
Yeah.
It really would. But it's good, and it's even better the next day. I'm always hoping I have leftovers.
Oh, right.
You top it off with the mozzarella cheese.
Oh, wow.
And then some bacon on top of that.
So just layers and layers
of bacon.
Yes.
And I like to give it crunchy, so it has that little crunchy bacon there on top.
All right. Well, I like the magic of TV.
Yeah, we're going to have that here.
Oh,
and
really?
little olives on top. And then you're going to put it in the oven.
Okay.
Right. Oh,
You're going to get that
wow,
oven?
that looks heavy.
I will.
It is. It only has to go in the oven for about 15 to 20 minutes, and you are ready to go.
Oh my goodness!
Look at that!
Look
How
at
gorgeous that is.
Heavens.
All right,
We're gonna try a little bit.
let's dive in and see what it looks like. So,
my
do you have a
Lord.
name
You
for
can't-
this? It's a zucchini.
I call it a smoked bacon zucchini skillet dinner,
okay.
because you can even have it like a lasagna dinner or something.
Well, and I
like that
love
if you
the
want to.
skillet dinners because you cook it all in the pan and then you put the pan in the oven.
I love that. That's why I try and carry that theme through.
This actually would
But
be
see how it's
great
nice
if you're
and
watching
thick
your carbs.
and gooey. Exactly,
You
because you
know?
don't have to add as many croutons. You can keep those.
Right.
They do help a little bit. And then I like to finish it off with a little bit of fresh Parmesan
Oh,
cheese.
yeah.
But this
all right.
actually would.
You keep dishing, I'm going to keep passing
Okay,
down.
Really? okay.
All right, so
Try a
anybody
little
who's
bit for
watching
me.
carbs, trying to eat more on the keto side, this would be a really great addition.
Absolutely.
As a side dish or even a main course. It's zucchini skillet dinner. You had us at bacon, so we were pretty excited about that.
And don't forget the little bit of Parmesan cheese
Oh,
on
yeah,
there.
get it going.
But
All
again,
right.
like. Go
Great
ahead.
stuff there, Bob. Gold Rush Barbecue is where you can find Chef Bob. You can find Stevia Sweet at Lucky's Market. That is his barbecue sauce. And you can find this great recipe on our webpage. It's Friday. Everybody have a happy and safe Labor Day holiday weekend. We'll see you back here.
Bye. Wow, this is delicious.